Book of Enoch, Chapter 24, verse 1. I went from thence to another place, and saw a mountain of fire flashing both by day and night. I proceeded towards it, and perceived 7 splendid mountains, which were all different from each other. Their stones were brilliant and beautiful. All were brilliant and splendid to behold, and beautiful was their surface. 3 mountains were towards the east, and strengthened by being placed one upon another, and 3 were towards the south, strengthened in a similar manner. There were likewise deep valleys, which did not approach each other, and the 7th mountain was in the midst of them. In length they all resembled the seat of a throne, and odoriferous trees surrounded them. Among these there was a tree of an unceasing smell, nor of those which were in Eden was there one of all the fragrant trees which smelt like this. Its leaf, its flower, and its bark never withered, and its fruit was beautiful. Its fruit resembled the cluster of the palm. I exclaimed, Behold, this tree is goodly in aspect, pleasing in its leaf, and the sight of its fruit is delightful to the eye. Then Michael, one of the holy and glorious angels who were with me, and one who presided over them, answered and said, Enoch, why dost thou inquire respecting the odor of this tree? Why art thou inquisitive to know it? Then I, Enoch, replied to him and said, Concerning everything I am desirous of instruction, but particularly concerning this tree. He answered me, saying, That mountain which thou beholdest, the extent of whose head resembles the seat of the Lord, will be the seat on which shall sit the holy and great Lord of glory, the everlasting King, when he shall come and descend to visit the earth with goodness. And that tree of an agreeable smell, not one of carnal odor. 24:1, fresh flesh. There shall be no power to touch until the period of the great judgment, when all shall be punished and consumed forever. This shall be bestowed on the righteous and humble. The fruit of this tree shall be given to the elect. For towards the north life shall be planted in the holy place, towards the habitation of the everlasting King. Then shall they greatly rejoice and exult in the Holy One. The sweet odor shall enter into their bones, and they shall live a long life on the earth, as thy forefathers have lived. Neither in their days shall sorrow, distress, trouble, and punishment afflict them. And I blessed the Lord of glory, the everlasting King, because he has prepared this tree for the saints, formed it, and declared that he would give it to them.
Book of Enoch, Chapter 24. Questions and Answers. What landscape does Enoch discover after leaving the cosmic fire? A mountain of fire flashing day and night, surrounded by 7 splendid mountains, each different from the others, with brilliant, beautiful stones. They're arranged specifically, 3 toward the east stacked upon one another, 3 toward the south similarly arranged, with the 7th mountain centrally positioned among them. What's significant about the arrangement of these mountains? They're separated by deep valleys which did not approach each other, creating natural barriers. In length, they all resemble the seat of a throne, and odoriferous or fragrant trees surround them. This throne-like geography signals a sacred, royal location with profound eschatological importance. What extraordinary tree captures Enoch's attention? A tree with an unceasing smell, surpassing even Eden's fragrant trees. Its leaf, flower, and bark never wither. Its fruit resembles palm clusters, and Enoch is immediately captivated by its beauty, describing it as goodly in aspect, pleasing in its leaf, with fruit delightful to the eye. How does the tree's description echo the Garden of Eden? The language deliberately mirrors Genesis 3:6, where Eve saw the forbidden tree was good for food, and pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom. But this tree is not forbidden. It's preserved for the righteous. It's what the tree of life should have been for humanity, accessible and life-giving. Why does Michael challenge Enoch's curiosity about the tree? Michael asks pointedly, "Why dost thou inquire respecting the odor of this tree? Why art thou inquisitive to know it?" This isn't a rebuke, but a teaching moment. Michael is testing whether Enoch truly understands the tree's significance. He's drawing attention to Enoch's instinctive recognition that this tree is different from all others. How does Enoch respond to Michael's questioning? With humble intellectual hunger. "Concerning everything I am desirous of instruction, but particularly concerning this tree." Enoch models the ideal prophetic temperament, comprehensive curiosity about all creation, combined with wisdom to recognize what matters most. He's teachable, eager, and discerning. What is the prophetic purpose of the throne-like mountain? Michael reveals it will be the seat on which shall sit the holy and great Lord of glory, the everlasting King, when he shall come and descend to visit the earth with goodness. This is the future earthly throne for God's messianic reign, the place where heaven and earth will intersect when God personally rules over a restored creation. When will humanity have access to this tree? Not until after the period of the great judgment, when all shall be punished and consumed forever. Only then will it be bestowed on the righteous and humble, and be given to the elect. The tree remains untouchable, protected until final judgment separates the righteous from the wicked permanently. Where will the tree ultimately be planted? Toward the north, life shall be planted in the holy place, toward the habitation of the everlasting King. The tree will be relocated to the north, near God's eternal dwelling. This suggests a restored paradise, a new Eden in the messianic kingdom where God dwells directly with humanity. What specific benefits will the tree provide to the righteous? The sweet odor shall enter into their bones, a deep, transforming experience affecting them at the deepest physical level. They'll live a long life on the earth, as your forefathers have lived, like the antediluvian patriarchs who lived centuries. Most remarkably, neither in their days shall sorrow, distress, trouble, or punishment afflict them. Complete liberation from all forms of suffering. Is this definitively the tree of life from Genesis? While not explicitly named, the evidence is overwhelming. It exists in a paradise setting, never withers, grants extended life, is currently inaccessible due to humanity's fallen state, and will be restored to the righteous in the future age. The tree that humanity lost access to in Genesis 3 has been preserved by God and awaits the redeemed in the age to come. What does the unceasing smell symbolize? Unlike Eden's various fragrant trees, this one has a unique perpetual aroma. In biblical symbolism, fragrance represents prayers rising to God, worship, and divine presence. The unceasing nature suggests eternal communion with God, worship and relationship that never ends, life that never diminishes. How does this vision anticipate New Testament promises? Revelation 2:7 promises, "To the one who conquers, I will grant to eat of the tree of life which is in the paradise of God." Revelation 22:2 describes the tree of life in the New Jerusalem bearing fruit monthly, with leaves for the healing of the nations. Enoch's vision is proto-apocalyptic, previewing the ultimate restoration centuries before John's revelation. Why does Enoch bless God after hearing this revelation? He praises God because he has prepared this tree for the saints, formed it, and declared that he would give it to them. This is profound. Despite humanity's catastrophic fall and expulsion from Eden, God never destroyed the tree of life. He preserved it, protected it, and planned its restoration for the faithful. Judgment is real and thorough. All shall be punished and consumed forever. But it's not the final word. Beyond judgment lies restoration, healing, and eternal life for those who remain faithful. God's nature is fundamentally restorative, not merely punitive.
If this content is reaching you and helping you, please like and subscribe. It will help our algorithm for others to find us.